Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. I would like to welcome you to Next Industry 5.0 keynote speech. This time we will speak about the global perspective in a business development trajectory. My name is Mike Rada. I am human, and I am the founder of Industry 5.0. And before we start, let me explain you what we are speaking about. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man. It was prepared on the principles of systematic waste prevention methodology called industrial upcycling. Together with industrial upcycling, Industry 5.0 recognized four types of waste: physical, social, urban, and process waste. And the first principles has been applied already since 2013. Industry 5.0 was launched on December 1st, 2015 with an article called From Virtual to Physical. And in the years 2013 to 2021, more than 1 million tons of products did not become waste thanks to Industry 5.0. How the global predictions at the moment for the future development looks like. So firstly, there should be a permanent growth thanks to improvement of mass production technologies. Implementation of Industry 4.0 is one of the keys. Digitalization and virtualization in all aspects of the life, including IoT, augmented reality, and many more, sounds from the bottom up to the top level of the politicians. Artificial intelligence is taking over a growing share of activities and of decision making. So as in many countries, there is the discussion to cut the working hours and days, working days in a week. And the next what is being discussed is granted income for all. So as the World Bank predicts that there will be a continuous growth of the waste volumes till 2050 on all continents, in some triple, like Sub-Saharan Africa. The increasing investments in a sustainable development project make happy many bankers, so as the increased volume of carbon emission trading, which should grow. These are the global predictions. What is the reality? I was born in 1971. The planet was blue. Last year, or in 2019, it was more gray. And today is the time when we decide which planet we will live on. Because we are living on a planet around which we have been able to establish a global landfill all around the planet. There is 170 million pieces of space debris, pieces smaller than 10 centimeters, 750 10 to 30 centimeters, and 80,000 above 30 centimeters. And what we did to the planet itself, we dig inside, because the only criteria of success is more. No matter what we are talking about, more is the only criteria. More likes, more money, more cars, more people, more factories, more homes, more. But do you know that currently live on a planet 7.7 billion people? You probably do. But did you know that 200 years ago it was just 1 billion, and 100 years ago it was just 1.5, and despite 2 world wars and 2 world pandemics, 5 times more people are living on the planet, and in 2050 there should be 11 billion people living on the planet. Just now, please remember the last picture I showed you, and I will show you more. We are living in 206 countries, according to UN 196. And what don't you know, we are speaking 7,000 languages. We are riding 1 billion cars, and 9 million people are dying, being hungry every single year. Despite the fact that more than 23 million tons of crop and food is being wasted every single day on a global scale. There are 800,000 people dying because of being thirsty, despite the fact 347 million liters of drinking water is being spoiled just in California crude oil industry. This is the planet we live on. We grow our food to throw it away because the leaves are not green enough. We throw our waste in the rivers because we do not want to sell it under the price. In this fire truck is enough water or the same amount of water to make one simple hamburger. And this is on a planet where even one sip of a water can save 2 lives at the same time. I am working in a factory which has walls full of ISO certificates and environmental certificates and BREEAMs and others. And behind there is a landfill. I work in a factories which use their park lots to store obsolete packaging instead of utilizing, using or sharing it. I'm working in a factories where people throw away in a garbage something which other people can use. The World Bank predicts that till 2050 the waste volumes will grow, and in sub-Saharan Africa it should triple. In the same report they says that almost all material can be recycled or recovered, but the next chart shows that only 13.5% is being recycled or recovered in reality. The fact is that the value of waste industry, which is the third most profitable industry in the world, was in 2016 $285 billion US dollars. But in 2023 it should be 435. And probably the waste industry will turn soon to be the second most profitable industry afterward in the world, after war industry. What is the reality? The fact is that if we start to prevent waste happen on a global scale in all the categories, we can save more than 475 trillion US dollar a year. And there is no waste, oil and war industry included. The issue is that until now we have built up our future on the top of a waste pyramid. Reduce, reuse, recycle is being taught from the kindergarten, but it does not work. This tool in the hands of waste industry generates more waste than it was before. And the current crisis show it up very clearly. I recognize that in 2010 generally, and I need few years to find out a new groundstone. I call it 6 hour. Because firstly, you have to recognize that something must not become waste. After that, you have to reconsider what to do and then realize it. And if you do it right, you don't have to reduce, reuse, recycle. You have a cube on which a future will stay much more stable. How does it work in real life? You find out that something is being wasted and you recognize that it must not. Second, you take it with you and need to reconsider what to do with it. And at the end, you deliver the result. And this is the change to current, because you do not have to invest money before. It's enough if you get paid after you deliver the results. The value of systematic waste prevention is 475 trillion US dollar a year, and already in the first year of implementation you can cut almost 50% of the waste management costs, which are growing significantly in every single country. The global perspectives with Industry 5.0 looks following. Firstly, systematic waste prevention has to be included in a legal framework of all national legislation, so as in the international one. The waste legislation itself should change and should be updated to encourage the waste prevention, not waste generation. The local food, people, and resources will be preferred and supported, and dependence on loans and financial support from third and external sources would be decreasing. And with that, the allocation of internal financial resources will be done more transparent and efficient, which will result in a change where the national debt will turn into national surplus, which will be utilized for the development and share with the people to create a strong, stable, and sustainable nation. We have to go from wasteful to wasteless because education system must grow humans and not components. The main tools are creativity, openness, and efficient communication because we don't have to spend time asking 5 times why when we can think and ask the right question on the very first time. We have to understand that be different is good and that everyone, every single one can change the world with the work of his or her hands. And we have to learn to be proud of one and only title, to be human. Because humans' connections is the strongest social network in the world. Industry 5.0 is the first industrial evolution ever led by man. It's a new mindset of people and businesses from wasteful to wasteless. It delivered the results without need of capital investment. It's based on the principles of systematic waste prevention, industrial upcycling, and it utilizes the existing on-the-ground mines. And it's based on transparency, profit sharing, and efficiency. And please do understand one. Industry 5.0 is not and will not be a sales tool or a product. We are living in the age of digitalization of our work. We are living in the years of digitalization of our education, and we are living in the times when our leisure was digitalized already. So it seems like that the only missing point is to digitalize the human, but if we do so, our world will look like this because data don't need light. I recognized this 7 years ago in 2013, and I decided to build another world, the wasteless world, not for me, but for all. And Industry 5.0 is the tool which helps to deliver this result. If you would like to live on the same home, on the same planet like me, just start Prevent Waste Happen. And if you struggle on your way, get in touch with me. My name is Mike Karada. I am human. And I'm here to build up the wasteless world. Have a nice time, free of waste and wasting in all its form, and please, stay safe. And just to show you that I'm not alone, this is the network of 49 Industry 5.0 ambassadors, a network which was created just in 4 months' time by people who does not want to live on a landfill. And I would like you and your company join us. Stay safe.